Good afternoon, my name is Jerlyn B. Cristobal at ang tatalakayin po namin ngayon ay tungkol sa socio-emotional development of primary schoolers. The developmental theorist Erik Erikson formulated 8 stages of man's psychosocial development. Each stage is regarded as a psychosocial crisis which arises and demands and resolutions before the next stage can be achieved. Preschool children belong to 4 stages of Erikson's psychosocial stages. Here, children have to resolve the issue in industry versus inferiority. So, mamaya tatalakayin natin kung ano nga ba ang pinagkaiba ng inferiority sa industry. Okay, sa stages na ito, in this stage, ang mga bata daw ay nagsisimula ng pumasok sa paaralan at mas nagiging aktibo sa kanilang ginagawa at pakikipagsalamuha. Ang pangunahing layunin nito ay ang pagbuo ng kasanayan at kumpiyansa sa kanilang mga kakayahan. Ang industry versus inferiority ay napakahalaga sa pagbuo ng tiwala sa kanilang sarili at kakayahan ng mga bata. The experience during this stage lay the foundation for the future development and social interaction. So, ano nga bang pinagkaiba ng industry at ng inferiority? Ang industry refers to a child's involvement in situations where long, patient work is demanded of them. So, ang industry, tumutukoy ito sa kakayahan ng isang bata na mas maging productive at matagumpay sa kanilang mga gawain, like for example, sa kanilang pag-aaral, sa sports, at sa other activities. Kapag sila ay nagtagumpay at nakakakuha ng positive feedback from their teachers, parents, and also their friends, mas nagkakaroon sila ng tiwala sa kanilang mga sarili at nararamdaman nilang sila ay may halaga. So, yun ang industry. Sa inferiority naman is the feeling created when a child gets a feeling of failure when they cannot finish or master their schoolwork. So, ito ay kabaliktaran naman ng industry. Ito naman ay nangyayari kapag ang isang bata ay nahihirapang makamit ang mga inaasahan nilang achievement or kapag sila ay hindi nakakatanggap ng support or positive feedback. Nangyayari rin ito kapag ang bata ay ikinukumpara sila sa isang bata sa negatibong paraan. Maaari silang makaramdam ng kakulangan at mababa yung tingin nila sa kanilang mga sarili. In this stage, children will most likely have begun going to school. Okay, in this stage, children learn to navigate their abilities and the expectations of those around them. Resolving this crisis leads to a sense of competence and confidence, while failure can result in feelings of inferiority that may affect their self-esteem in the future. So ngayon naman ay dumako tayo sa understanding the self. Okay, one self-concept is the knowledge about the self, such as beliefs regarding personality traits, physical characteristics, abilities, values, goals, and roles. So, ang self-concept is very important because it shapes how we view ourselves and how we interact with the world around us. It also influences our behavior, decisions, and also our overall mental health. It also involves a sense of belonging and acceptance, a sense of good, and a sense of being capable of doing good. Okay. Ang self-concept ay hindi lamang tungkol sa pagkakaalam sa sarili, kundi pati na rin sa pakiramdam ng pagiging kabilang at tinatanggap. Kasama rito ang pagkakaroon ng pakiramdam na tayo ay mabuti at may kakayahang gumawa ng tama or yun, mabuti nga. Primary school children's self-concept is influenced not only by their parents, but also by growing number of people they begin to interact with, including teachers and also their classmates. Children have a growing understanding of their place in this world. Okay, so school years. In the transition from pre-elementary to primary school, children tend to become increasingly self-confident and able to cope well with social interactions. Okay, so school years, during this time, children often become increasingly self-confident and better and handling social interactions. So exposed to a new experiences such as learning new subjects and participating in group activities. For example, kapag natapos nila ang isang gawain or nakatanggap ng papuri mula sa kanilang mga guro at mga kaklase, lumalaki yung tiwala nila sa kanilang mga sarili. Ibig sabihin dun, lumalakas yung kumpiyansa nila, naging lumalakas yung self-confidence nila para gawin yung isang bagay. They are not focused on themselves anymore but are also aware of the needs and desires of others. The issues of fairness and equality become important to them as they learn to care for people who are not part of their families. Okay, dito naman, hindi na sila nakapokus lamang sa kanilang sariling karanasan. Nagsisimula na silang makaramdam ng empathy and concern for their classmates and also from the other people. At this stage, issues of fairness and equality become central to their thinking. Natututo silang magpahalaga sa mga prinsipyo ng pagiging patas at makatarungan, lalo na kapag may mga sitwasyon ng ibang tao ay hindi nakakakuha ng parehong pagkakataon o atensyon. Yun naman, dumako tayo sa building friendship. So, lahat naman siguro tayo dito ay may mga kaibigan, di ba? So, sa mga bata naman, sa mga preschool, making friends is a crucial but very important part of children's social and emotional growth. As soon as they are able to walk and talk, they will tend to show natural inclination to be around other children. So, interacting with others helps them to learn communication skills such as listening and expressing themselves. Sa pamamagitan ng pagkaibigan, natututo rin silang to share and collaborate na napakalaga for their development. So, napaka-importante sa mga bata talaga, lalo na sa mga preschoolers, na magkaroon at makapag-build ng relationship with their classmates. Children during this stage most likely belong to a peer group. So, ang peer groups are characterized by children who belong approximately to the same age group. It is found along the stages of childhood through adolescence. When we say peer group, ito yung binubuo ng mga bata na nasa halos pareho silang ng edad. And this is where they learn important social skills. Sa pamamagitan ng pakikipag-ugnayan nila sa kanilang mga kaedad, natututo rin silang makipagtulungan, listen, and share their ideas and opinions to others. But for children, until the age of 7 or 8, they think of themselves more than others. They may play well with groups but may need some time to play alone. This means that children at this stage are still in stage of development where they are learning and understand themselves and their own needs. While they can socialize and play together with their friends, meron talagang time na talagang nasisiyahan silang makipaglaro sa mga friends nila. But sometimes, kailangan din nila ng ilang oras na maglaro ng mag-isa to explore their individuality and to explore their creativity.
Good afternoon, so my topic is antisocial behavior. So ano nga dapat ang antisocial behavior? So ang antisocial behavior, ito yung mga pag-uugali na kailangan nating iwasan, lalo na sa mga bata. Na katulad na lang sa mga physical na pag-atake. Na alam natin na nakakasakit sa mga bata iyon. Next is, some adults may perceive that some children's behavior toward other children as antisocial. When children pull, hit, or kick other children, when they are first introduced, it is fairly normal. So sabi, kailangan natin silang obserbahan, lalo na sa kanilang mga tahanan. At kailangan din natin silang turuan kung ano ang tama at mali. These parents and teachers can help children make friends. You can consider the following. Expose the children to kid-rich environment. Ang mga magulang at guro ay kailangan nila magtulungan upang magkaroon ng mga kaibigan ng mga bata o kalaro at para sa ganun ay magkaroon sila ng confidence sa kanilang sarili. Create a playgroup in your class and let the children mingle with their classmates. So, kailangan gumawa o magbuo ng laro para sa inyong klase at para sa ganun ay magkaroon sila ng bonding sa isa't isa. When your children hit other children, remind them that their behavior that hurt others. So may mga bata na minsan ay may nasabi sila masakit o may nagawa sila sa kanilang kapwa. Kaya akala nila ay biro lamang yun. Pero deep inside sa ibang bata ay masakit na iyon. Coordinate with the parents and other teachers so that the children will have greater opportunity to interact with other children. So, kailangan ma-coordinate ang mga magulang at mga guro upang sa ganun ay mabigyan ng mga bata ng opportunity para magkaroon ng interact with other people. Para kailangan magtulungan ng mga magulang at ang mga guro upang sa ganun ay mabigyan sila ng opportunity na magkaroon ng interaction sa mga ibang bata. Next is self-control. Once children reach school age, they begin to take pride in their ability to do things and their capacity to exert effort. They like receiving positive feedback from their parents and teachers. This becomes a great opportunity for parents and teachers to encourage positive emotional responses from children by knowledge their mature, compassionate behavior. So yung mga bata nag-aaral na sa kanilang edad ay kailangan nila na makareceive ng positive feedback galing sa kanilang magulang at guro. Kunyari, example na lang is yung bata is may pinakitang score sa parents niya and then natuwa and then sinabi ng parents niya na galingan mo pa para ma-improve mo yung score mo. Para sa ganun ay maging proud pa kami sa iyo. Ganun din yung yung parents niya na sinabi na magaling at sobrang siya natuwa dahil sa sinabi ng guro niya. So sa ganun parang nagkaroon siya ng motivation para mag-review ulit para sa ganun is lalong tumaas ulit yung kanyang score. Next is implication to childcare, education, and parenting. Healthcare provider, teachers, and parents should be able to gain understanding of their child's socio-emotional strength and weaknesses by observing the child's behavior at home. So sabi dito is kailangan obserbahan yung mga emotional na mga bata, lalo na yung mga kahinaan nila sa kanilang bahay na yung mga behavior nila. Kailangan obserbahan yon dahil para matulungan sila kung anong mga dapat yung improve nila sa kanilang sarili. Sabi dito is work collaboratively with the child's parents and healthcare provider to expand one's insight on the child's development. So sabi dito is kailangan magkaroon sila ng collaboration ang mga bata, parents at ang mga healthcare providers. Para sa ganon ay ma-develop ng bata kung ano man yung yung sabi ko kanina kahinaan nila. Kailangan nilang improve yun para sa ganon is ma-adapt nila sa kanilang paglaki. Provide support setting where children have opportunities to practice emotional regulation and social skills with peers. Sabi, kailangan suporta ng mga bata at nabigyan ng opportunity na ma-practice ang mga emotional regulation lalo na yung social skill nila na makipag-socialize sa mga ibang bata. Kailangan nila yun upang sa ganun ay magkaroon sila ng confidence sa kanilang sarili at magkaroon ng ng improvement sa kanilang sarili. Then, give children activities when they can practice taking, sharing, and playing cooperatively. Dito ay dapat magkaroon ng mga bata na activities at para ma-practice nila at ma-sharing nila sa ibang bata. Example na lang yung yung pag-painting, di ba? Painting. So, share nila, yung painting na yun is pwede nilang ma-share sa mga bata. Lalo na yung mga kulay. Kailangan nilang ma-share sa mga bata kung ano yung mga kulay na iyon. At kailangan din nilang makapaglaro kasama yung mga batang Be a role model of healthy emotions, expressing these emotions appropriate. Demonstrates calmness and staying in control of one's own feeling. So, ito naman sa demonstrate calmness and staying is ito yung kung yung mga bagay na nakakapagkalmado sa atin. Lalo na yung mga yung mga music, di ba? Nakakapagkalma sa atin yung mga music. Also sa mga bata na rin. Kapag may naririnig silang music is kumakalma sila. Tsaka patuloy silang nakikinig sa music na iyon. Ayun lang, thank you.